East Coast, I'm the go-to guy when people crash because I have a box. The first gen has got carburetors and carburetors below. Never ridden one.
Never in a first gen. Just don't like them.
No. I don't know nothing about them. You know, everybody says they're better. Some people like them better, and I don't know anything about them.
Well, I heard you got the best SV in the country, though.
Well, it's debatable, but I'm pretty sure I do. And it has mostly to do with the proper setup on the bike. You've ridden it once, right out of the box with no practice. This is a tough question. I don't do any engine work, so I can't claim any fame.
Right, but that's a small piece of the puzzle.
But the chassis setup is, you know, I think I've got something that's in the ballpark that most everybody can ride, and it's not rocket science, and you know, it could be off a couple of millimeters here, or a couple of clicks here or there, but somewhere it's in the ballpark, and most people that have ridden the bikes, they don't do anything funky, so if the bike doesn't do anything weird, you can usually ride it pretty hard. Well, kind of back in the day when there was the Suzuki Cup races, the rules were fairly limited on what you could do, and the bikes were good in the super stock trim. And I've tried a bike with the upside down forks, and I didn't like it.
It's numb.
Just feels weird. You know, the brakes are really good on that setup, but that's really the only benefit. And I think the bikes are, you know, it's not a modern day 600, but they're good. You know, they are what they are, and the forks are flimsy and they bend when you fall down, but they're good enough to do the job, right? Hard to say. I think for something good's got to come out on the market, and then there has to be a period of time when you're cheap like me, you have to wait for the new modern equipment to go through the crashed sequence to get into the junkyard, so us cheapy racers can buy one that's wrecked, and then we don't need any of the street stuff. And that's going to take a year.
At least.
If a new bike came out right now, we wouldn't see any go to an insurance auction for, you know, end of the year, a couple months. And that's the route I would go if there was something that came out that was hot, but it'd have to be something pretty spectacular right now. The SV is a good bike for the class that we're on. And I think that a lot of the fast SV racers in the country, maybe in the world, you know, don't get a lot of respect from the other racers because they've never ridden one. And to turn some of the lap times that we're turning is, you gotta ride hard.